Here we are at the 1600 metre starts, the home of two Group 1s, the Coronation Stakes and the St James's Palace Stakes as well. The latter is certainly a very good race this year, with the resurgence once again of Notable Speech and Rosalien taking each other on again, as they did in the 2000 Guineas. Could be a real mouth-watering clash once again, Martin.
Yeah, they're lined up to be great races, and from the 1600 metres, the barriers draw is really important, but not so much this year because I think they're going to be smaller fields. I think there's only 8 runners in the St James's Palace, so it's not too big of a deal. But normally jockeys, you like to get a good position in the first 200 metres, and then from there on the race normally slows down because it's quite a stiff climb around that turn into the home straight. So the races are normally kind of the opposite to the way the 1600 is run in Happy Valley, where they'll kick early around the back straight to use the bend downhill into the home straight. Here is the opposite. They go very steady and slow up in the middle part of the race until they're fully into the straight. So it's important to get a good early position, and then the race slows up, and then you need the stamina for the end. So yeah, it can be a tricky start at 1600 metre, but I think we've got two good races, two good Group 1 races. Notable Speech is favourite for the St James's Palace. He comes out of stall 5, so he comes out of the barriers from stall 5, perfect position. William Buick can sit wherever he wants and let the race unfold. Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say to you, Martin, we have the benefit now of the barrier draw, and Rosalien is coming out of barrier 1. If you're a rider, what do you have to keep an eye on coming out of that stall? Yeah, I'm sure Sean Levy rides Rosalien. Of course, he won the Irish Guineas on him, and he rode him patiently that day. I think he'll do the same thing. So he'll maintain his draw from the barrier. He'll stay on the rail in stall 1, and he'll get a nice position just behind the leaders, I would imagine, and then just take his time. But he will be conscious from that home turn. He'll need to start to looking for a gap and a way out, because you don't want to get stuck on that inside when you turn into the home straight and get shuffled back. It's been the undoing of many a horse and rider at Royal Ascot. Yeah, and if you really want an example of that, Maljoom a couple of years ago in that race got absolutely no luck in running whatsoever and flew home on the inside for 4th. He looked the best horse in the race that day, but he didn't win because of that unlucky run during the race. And that is what all jockeys in that contest are going to be looking out for. Yeah, it's all about conserving energy early on in the race. Get a good position, conserve energy, and then make sure you can get a gap when you turn in. And the worst thing you can do, Tom, here is kick too soon. And even the mighty Frankel did that and just about got away with it. He kicked way too soon. As we come out to Swindley Bottom, he kicked before the turn and he went 5 lengths clear. He was paddling, treading water by the winner post. He managed to hold on because he was such a great horse, but a lot of horses got beat going too soon. So yeah, you got to ride with patience. Yeah, nearly caught by Zoffany that day. Can't wait for this year's renewal of the St James's Palace. Looks an absolute cracker.